After all the late-night parties in Westminster, this morning the hangover finally hit. No more barriers in the way. After 6 months of waiting, time for the truth. The Prime Minister was forced to face it before anyone else, receiving Sue Gray's report mid-morning. With so many competing questions, he set off to Parliament to apologise for what she'd found.
I take full responsibility for everything that took place on my watch. Mr. Speaker, I am humbled and I have learned a lesson, Mr. Speaker. Now that she has reported, we will be able to move on.
But the 60 pages of parties in this report will be difficult to dismiss. On the 20th of May 2020, at the height of lockdown, Sue Gray confirms there was a Bring Your Own Booze party, first reported by ITV News, in the Downing Street garden. 30 to 40 people drank, including the Prime Minister, to make the most of the lovely weather. The head of communications warned it was somewhat of a comms risk in the current environment, but the Prime Minister's closest aide, Martin Reynolds, texted afterwards, "We seem to have got away with it." A month later, staff got out a karaoke machine for the leaving party of one aide. Sue Gray says excessive alcohol was drunk, one person was sick, and there was even an altercation between two others. The next day, Sue Gray confirms the Prime Minister's birthday party, revealed by ITV News, including photos of Boris Johnson drinking beer in the Cabinet Room, where sandwiches, snacks and cake had been laid out. The Chancellor was there too. Both of them were fined. There are photos, too, leaked to ITV News of a leaving party on the 13th of November that year. The Prime Minister gives a speech for his departing head of communications, Cain, surrounded by bottles of alcohol, an extension of what Sue Gray says was the regular Wine Time Friday. She decided not to complete her investigations into an alleged party in the Prime Minister's flat later the same night. She is damning, though, of a Christmas party on the 18th of December, confirmed last year by this video leaked to ITV News. Invitations promised lots of wine. There was a secret Santa, awards, a panic alarm was set off, red wine spilt on the walls. The party went on till past midnight, and a police officer had been aware of it. Sue Gray details 10 other events, concluding that there were failures of leadership and judgment in number 10, with cleaning staff left to clear up, and that senior people, including the Prime Minister, must bear responsibility for this culture.
When the dust settles and the anger subsides, this report will stand as a monument to the hubris and the arrogance of a government that believed it was one rule for them and another rule for everyone else.
In the place where they partied, was the Prime Minister really unaware? This afternoon, he said his repeated denials were innocent.
You told MPs, you told us all that no rules were broken, but this is your home. You saw what was going on, you participated in what was going on, you made the rules as Prime Minister, so it does beg the question, are you a liar?
Well, Paul, I think you've no, but look at what I said to Parliament and look at what Sue has said. It didn't occur to me then that this was a breach of the rules. I'm going to be absolutely frank with you. It didn't occur to me. It really didn't. And I think that's just the way it was. After I had been there, things did not go well.
And you haven't heard any like music or partying?
No. There's a. Let's be absolutely clear. This is a very, very big place.
This one is Mum. That one is Mum. They're both Mummy.
That's your mum?
Yes.
AJ has photos, but never got one last look at his mum. While number 10 held leaving parties, this family got no goodbye. Mary died with COVID while pregnant at the start of the pandemic. AJ and his baby sister lay flowers at her grave, where their dad couldn't even see his wife before she was buried.
I had to take care of these 2 kids by myself in lockdown. Nobody supports me. No family member, no friends. To think the very person who was calling the shots was in his office, his home, raising glasses. What at all was he celebrating? At the moment when families were losing their loved ones that they couldn't even pay their last respect to.
The Prime Minister says he's ready to move on, but he's asking a lot for families like this one to do the same. Paul Brand, News at 10.